Welcome to our show this week. I'm Nancy O'Neill and you're watching Suncoast FYI. Did you know there are over 300 bird species in Sarasota alone? And that's not even including the exotic birds. Today we have Debbie Huckabee, the founder and executive director from Birds of Paradise Sanctuary and Rescue and director of Operations Greg Para. They'll tell us more about how they help these exotic birds and how the birds help each other and help us, right?
Yes.
Okay. We'll talk more about that in a minute. What is the Birds of Paradise mission statement? Let's start with that so everybody knows who you are and what you do.
Well, we started the sanctuary about 4 years ago after learning that I was working with a home adoption agency and every bird didn't have a place to go. And there's a lot of homeless birds in Sarasota, Manatee, and Pinellas County. So we decided that we needed to start a place for them to spend the rest of their lives in paradise.
Mm-hmm. And why is Birds of Paradise important to our community? Because
well, there's a lot of homeless birds in Sarasota and Manatee. I've been called on several occasions where there's found birds and people don't know what to do with them, and also people go into nursing homes or they pass away.
Right.
Their children don't want to take over the birds, so they need a place to go.
So do they bring them to you? When you say abandon, I think of finding them on the side of the road.
Actually, that happens. We took in a small bird that was found in a cat carrier in a ditch, and animal control called us to come and get the bird. It's sad that some of things happen to parrots.
And I understand, like you were saying, people go into retirement homes. The birds live between 40 and 90 years old. I mean, they can be...
Yes, they're very long-lived.
Okay.
Some of the macaws can live up to 100 years, and people don't plan for that.
Yeah. No, I mean, how can you?
I know, right?
How can you? So who do we have with us today?
This is Princess Maxine, and she was surrendered by her mom from New Jersey. Princess Maxine is a chronic mutilator, which means she self-harms herself. The vet in New Jersey wanted to put her down because there was nothing left for them to do, and her mom found me on Facebook and sent Princess Maxine to me. She's been with me for about 3 years now, and she's doing beautifully.
And who are this couple over here? And that's what I wanted to talk about, how they help one another.
Right, this is a couple. This is 17-year-old Riley. He's a male blue and gold. And a 7-year-old Polo. She is a green wing. Her owner died, and we got her. And before that, Riley was all by himself, never had a mate. And they met each other, and now they've been bonded for about 1.5 years now, and they'll be together for life.
That's a beautiful story. Now, I know, Greg, that you work with our veterans and special needs children, and how do you do that?
Well, what we found, I came back from Afghanistan, and it took me a while to reacclimate out into the community. So I spent between Save Our Seabirds and my own birds, and then eventually out at Birds of Paradise, about 6 months. I didn't go anywhere other than stay with the birds, and it was such a healing process that I got with the University of Central Florida, and we just had, based on the article, a licensed clinical social worker that does pet therapy come help us, and we've been working with veterans with PTSD, like myself, to heal. So we've done about 3, and we're getting ready to formally announce that program. But we do pediatric cancer events to bring smiles to the children with cancer. We do a lot of work with Alzheimer's patients because animals and music bring back memory, and they just love working with the birds and holding them. So we do a lot of senior centers.
Great.
So
now,
really,
I know they're being very quiet right now, but you were telling me that they really have quite a repertoire of words and sentences that they say, and even communicate with one another.
they do. They have some cognitive skills.
Tell me that little story about one of your parrots and the other one responding.
Well, normally you'll find parrots that just repeat words, and sometimes they're meant to be, and sometimes they're, and I had one that always said, I want to go out, want to go out. Even when you took it out, said, I want to go out. But I have one that's very cognitive, says you already are.
You're already out.
You already are. And we moved her the first time, and she said she was scared. We had to put a light on for her the first night. And she does a lot of communicating with sentences. She tells the other birds be quiet when it's time to go to bed.
Oh my gosh.
Whispers at night because you
gosh.
don't talk loud.
There you go. Now, to find out a little bit more, how can our community help with volunteering needs? Do you need volunteers?
Yes, we have a 6.5 acre facility out off of Rye Road and Waterline, and we encourage volunteers and especially families to bring their children to see the birds, as well as volunteering to help. We're always in need of donations as well as supplies.
So that's how we can help,
Yes.
by donating.
Yes.
Okay, and where can our viewers go to find out more information about you and how they can donate?
Our website is birdsofparadisesanctuary.com, and my phone number is 727-366-9997. They can call me for any information. We also do private tours. We're not yet open to the public, but we plan to do that within the next year or so.
Okay, so they can call and talk with you about this.
Absolutely. We have
Great.
a Facebook page. As a matter of fact, Princess Maxine has her own Facebook page.
I love it.
She's a celebrity.
I love it. Great. We'll have to check that out after the
Yes.
show. Great. Well, thank you both for being here this morning. We really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
all
us.
that you
Very
do.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Coming up, Sarasota County Area Transit, more commonly known as SCAT, has been undergoing a few changes. We'll tell you more after the break.